Let's go back to Fenway Park now and welcome in Mike Bordick. All right, Mike, we're talking about 10 runs on 15 base hits. Let's not forget about Wei-Yin Chen. Here he is, Mr. Consistency. All this guy does is go out and win. It's amazing.
Yeah, it really is. And today was one of those days where he had everything working. He had the great fastball command. He had command of his breaking balls, and the changeup was really effective as well. I mean, there are some good hitters in this lineup. Here, locking Cespedes up with a good breaking ball. Craig going down with a hard slider. And that no-hitter taking it into the fifth inning. Nick Markakis throwing the leather out in right field. He's had a great defensive series, actually, all season long. But Dan Butler breaking up the no-hit bid with a double off the green monster. Really his only mistake there was a fastball right down the middle of the plate. Great line here once again for Wei-Yin Chen. 7 strong innings, just the 3 hits, a 1 earned run, no walks. He's been consistent in that category all season long, and the 4 strikeouts for Chen. So command of all of his pitches, and he utilized them so well. I mean, Caleb Joseph behind the plate, when he gets on to something or can sense what's going on, he is not afraid to use all the pitches. And Wei-Yin Chen today started out so many hitters with either the breaking ball or the changeup, which I thought was very impressive.
You know, Mike, with all of the good teams that we have in the American League East, I think one of the biggest differences in this ball club this year is what we get, the kind of production we get off of the bottom of the order and guys that have come from other organizations. Diaza came up again today, got the Orioles started, but Joseph had 3 hits today, another home run, his 9th, and Flaherty had 4 home runs. I just don't think teams can match up against us with the guys that we bring off the bench, the job that they have done. Steve Pearce, Delman Young, and the rest of the guys I just mentioned.
No, I agree. I mean, this team is as deep as you're going to find in all of baseball. I mean, there is strength everywhere you look. And it seems like some of these guys that you really didn't expect this much offensive production, their games have been lifted. And I think it's just by being surrounded by so many good offensive players. And we've heard all along, passing the baton, the hitting is contagious. Well, it has rubbed off. Caleb Joseph starting to swing the bat so well the last couple months. He's been on his game. Another big game today. And Flaherty now, some consecutive games starting at shortstop, getting that timing down. A huge offensive day with the 4 hits. I mean, 1 through 9, it is so dangerous, and yet there is no let up. And I think that really forces opposing pitchers, you know, to try different things. We've seen so many pitchers go off of their traditional pitch arsenal to try to mix in off-speed pitches. I mean, you know how dangerous it is to throw this lineup a fastball. So it shakes everybody up and puts a lot of pressure on the opposing teams.
Now, Mike, with this win, the magic number is reduced to 8. It could drop to 7, depending on what Toronto and New York do tonight. The Blue Jays are at home, and the Yankees are at home against Tampa Bay. Now, prior to the game, Buck Showalter, the reporters asked him. They tried to get him to comment on the magic number. He wouldn't do it. They tried to get him to comment on clinching at home. He wouldn't do it. Now, you're around the players every day. Are they following the lead of the skipper there, or are they privately saying, you know, it'd be nice to get this thing wrapped up?
Oh, I think they want to get it wrapped up. I don't think they're focusing on the magic number. I think they're trying to do what they've done all season long, and that's concentrate on winning series. And it really helps you take the mind off of what's down the road. And you don't want to get too far ahead of yourselves. You don't want to think about this magic number. You want to play one game at a time, one series at a time. And that's why they've had so much success all season long.
All right, Mike, have a safe trip back. We'll see you at the ballpark on Friday night.
All right, guys.